Hello guys, it is Teenage DC Fan back with another video, and in today's video I'll be reviewing the latest episode of The Flash, known as King Shark vs. Gorilla Grodd, which in my opinion is one of the best episodes of the season, if not the best. Mostly because it's a filler episode. Like, on a lot of these shows, I like the filler episodes more than the actual storyline episodes. Like, Cicada, he's cool, but I could really care less. Like, King Shark and Gorilla Grodd are, like, two of my favorite, DC villains. So, it's really cool to see them battle in this episode. So, let's get right into the review. So, you start off the episode with, the metahuman cure is done, so they need to test it out. So, Team Flash decides that they need to find a volunteer that doesn't want their metahuman powers, and then they would ask them if they could try out the cure on them. So then they decide to go ask King Shark because he doesn't want to be a shark. So then they go to talk to him, and there's this marine biologist. I already forgot her name. So I'm just gonna call her the marine biologist. Yeah. So, he's her patient, and he has this crown thing on that helps her communicate with him. And, so apparently, so she's from Earth 1, King Shark is from Earth 2, and the Earth 1 version of this guy was never turned into King Shark and was her husband, and he died, so she has a really strong relationship with him. And, well, obviously she's in love with him, kind of. And then, so then they ask him, and then all of a sudden he just, like, breaks loose and starts running off, and he drops the crown, and then Team Flash goes back to work on the crown, and then, they go find King Shark again, and for some reason he seems really angry, and then he picks up Cisco, and then, like, almost eats him. So, Barry's gotta do something drastic, he's gotta think quick, so then he just takes the metahuman cure, runs up King Shark's back, and stabs into him, even though Team Flash decided that they're not going to use it as a weapon, they're only going to use it if the metahuman volunteers. And that means that's why they were going to ask King Shark. And Barry just gave it to him. He didn't ask. So, in the rest of the episode, Caitlin and Cisco are pissed off at him about that. I mean, honestly, if I were Cisco, I wouldn't be mad about that. I mean, King Shark would have eaten him, so I would be happy that Barry saved my life. But anyway, so King Shark turns back into a human, and his name's Shay, and obviously he's happy to be back to human, but Barry still should have asked him, I guess. And then they go back to Star Labs, and they talk to him, run some tests to see if the cure, like, will be permanent, and apparently it won't be, because there's still a little bit of dark matter left in his system, but they can easily get rid of that. And then Barry goes to apologize to Cisco and Caitlin, because, he didn't ask King Shark, he just gave the serum to him, and then, all of a sudden, Cisco just shoots him with one of his vibe blasts, and then, at first I was like, whoa, Cisco, what are you doing? He messed up, he came to apologize, and then I realized that Grodd's controlling them. And then, yeah, so Grodd's controlling them because he wanted to get the crown, and then because that can help him amplify his power and control of the whole city. And it turns out that the whole time, when King Shark had got super mad and he uh he escaped the crown, that was because Grodd was controlling them. And you might be wondering, how did Grodd escape from Argus? Well, that's because the night of the Enlightenment, they lost power for literally 1 second before their backup generator went on. But within that second, Grodd had time to put plans into the security guard's mind and mind control him. So then, basically transferred everything and got him out. So basically, Grodd has been out for almost a year, and for some reason he hadn't attacked before, which I found kind of odd. But he's pretty smart, so I guess it was a strategic thing. Um, and then the only way. Oh, so Barry and Nora go after Grodd, and then they get beat up by him and knocked out, and then they come to the realization that the only way that they can beat Grodd is if Shay turns back into King Shark. But if he does that, then he'll be King Shark forever. He can't be turned back into a human. But he decides to make that sacrifice so he can save Team Flash in Central City. So then King Shark goes out there and it turns into this massive, epic fight between King Shark and Gorilla Grodd. But then, somehow King Shark gets knocked out or something, and, Grodd hangs him upside down. And apparently when sharks are upside down, they're, paralyzed until they're, electrocuted. So then, Nora and Barry create, they throw lightning at him and electrocute him, so then he's not paralyzed anymore. And then, he's hooked up to a crane, and Grodd's standing on the crane, so they both fall down at, off the crane onto the ground. And then, somehow that, gave King Shark, electrical powers. So then he basically, electrocutes Grodd and knocks him out. And then, when King Shark and the Flash won, Grodd's defeated. Grodd goes back to Argus, and then King Shark's stuck as King Shark, but he and the marine biologist lady still have a close connection, and they fall in love and stuff, and everything's good there. Then Barry decides that they need to use the metahuman cure on Cicada. But they should ask him. Do you seriously think that he's going to say yes? He's trying to kill you. Why would he accept to the? Why would he want the thing that would help him kill you be taken away from him? Honestly. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video so I can bestow all my DC knowledge upon you.